Hello, Battlefield fans! Wild here. Welcome to another episode of Battlefield 4 multiplayer sessions. We are back to Shanghai. I know my gameplay yesterday wasn't. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't. I wasn't too happy about it. This one is a bit more fun. I think we got more kills. We died less, and everything was fun. And we're using here the MG4. By far, my favorite light machine gun in Battlefield 4. And every time that I use the light machine gun, I feel like they need a buff. I feel like light machine guns in this game need a little bit of more stopping power. They seem to be really weak on a medium to long range. Sometimes they kind of suck a close range. Even if you're on target, even if you shoot first, for some reason they're not that deadly, and it is odd. Even if you shoot first, I know that happens with a lot of guns as well, but with the LMGs you would expect maybe more stopping power. So it is kind of weird, it's kind of odd, and I think light machine gun shouldn't be the one to get the buff. Instead, the DMRs. I think those were fine. Those were not that bad. Those were pretty good, and they've been really powerful. And now they've been really popular for the past months, ever since that patch. But the LMGs, even though you see people using it, they're not that popular. People tend to avoid them, and some of them, I believe, are really unbalanced, especially the ones with the lower fire rate, such as the UK whatever 100, or even the RPK, which the fire rate is about what, 650, 600. It's really low. And if you are up against a guy with even if you shoot first against the S2553 Bulldog or any other gun, you are not going to win that one. Even if you shoot first, if he sees you first and he shoots first, that's a fair kill. There's no need to complain about it. But if you see first and you shoot first and you die first, it doesn't make any sense. And that happens a lot with the LMGs. So if you believe me, we'll go ahead and use the RPK or some of those LMGs that has a really slow fire rate, and you're gonna feel kind of weird. It should be more deadly. So I think that's something maybe they could maybe fix a little bit on an upcoming patch, just to make things more fun. But I can see where they're coming from. I think they're trying to avoid maybe creating, I don't know, they already create a lot of chaos in this game, but maybe they don't want people to complain about the LMGs. Although I think LMGs in any game, Call of Duty, they're like really, they're not that popular. They're not, people tend to not use them. I don't know why. They're pretty fun to use, but yeah, they're not very popular out there. So I think they're trying to avoid maybe creating like a M16 fiasco. Well, no, I don't want to say fiasco. M16 on Battlefield 3 was a pretty good gun, and good guns are good, and that's the bottom line, right? But people complain about it, and I think that's what they were trying to avoid. And in Battlefield 4, avoid all those complaints and just make things in a way, from their point of view, balanced. But when you go out on the battlefield, it creates an unbalanced. So I believe the ones with the lower fire rate should have more stopping power in order to balance things out when you're up against all the guns, right? So I don't know, that's just my take on it. That's what I wanted to say. I'm not saying to make them really powerful, but just create some sort of balance, just so you are not in such a disadvantage when you're using these guns. Like if you look at your kill cams, like what's the percentage of getting killed by a light machine gun? It's not that much. You get killed by a lot of Bulldog, right? Maybe AK5C, maybe the ACWR, FAMAS, or guns that shoot really fast. MTAR 21 I think was really favorite as well. Maybe if you go to the engineer, you get killed a lot by the MX4. And sometimes you get killed by the MG4, the M20, whatever the name is, M240, you know, like, but the percentage is pretty low compared to some of the other guns, and that's something, you know, that's something. Maybe something they should look into it, see if maybe there's a way to make them more powerful, and that way, you know, people use them more. I'm not saying to make it like extremely powerful so they you know, overpower some of the other guns. I don't think so, but maybe a bit more. Just like they added some love to the DMRs, a bit to the LMGs. You know, that way, you know, they kill a little bit faster, they're more deadly, and we have a better chance against all the guns, even when we shoot first. So to me, I think they need some love, and you know, it will be nice to see it, to see some love to the LMGs. So the MG4, it's my favorite because it has a really it's a good fire rate, and also the clip capacity is like 200 rounds. So you can waste a lot of ammo trying to kill a couple of guys, and you'll be all set for the third one. And to me, that's a huge advantage over the enemy, and I like that. To me, that's very important, getting that advantage over the enemy, and not having to reload after each kill. That's huge. So LMGs is the way to go. Some of the other ones are pretty good. You know, they're like 100 rounds. They're alright, but this one's 200, and pretty accurate. I think I'm using it here with the. I think I was testing out the. Was it this game? I think it was the next one. I don't know, with the what's it called, compensator or something like that. I was trying to get more accuracy. No, I'm sorry, more accuracy or stability. One of the two. I think more stability, and you know, because the gun was kind of like a drifting too much, you know, moving to the side a little too much, and I didn't like it, especially for long range shots. You know that I love long range shots. So I'm not sure if this gameplay, but yeah, I think it's compensator, the one that I was using, and with muscle thread. One of the two, I'm not even sure which one it was. But I was testing out some attachments, which I never do, trying to make the gun more powerful. I think it was a muscle, whatever. You know what? I'm not even sure what I'm talking about right now. But I'll let you know in the next video when I look it up. But yeah, trying to make it more deadly, because having to run really close to the enemy with an LMG, I don't like it. Because like I said, it's just too weak. You know, so I'm trying to look for a good look range. You know, maybe medium to long range, in order to have that advantage over the enemy. So if the gun is more accurate, more deadly, you know, chances are that you are going to win a lot of your fights, and that's good. You know, regardless what's the gun that the enemy is using. So you know, we're looking into that. You know, finding the best attachment and the best loadout. And as soon as I do find it, I will let you know, and I'll show it to you, so you can maybe just give it a try next time. If you don't use LMGs that much, which I think you should, they're pretty fun. So you know, we'll see how this goes, finding the best setup. But you know, for the most part, this game was kind of fun. We just try to do our job, you know, destroy the enemy, have some fun, and it's just basically hoping for the game to give us like a good server, because I'm still struggling with this. I don't know, this server restarts. It's just bad. It's just bad news. I don't know why the game feels so weird since they start doing that. I have no idea, But yeah, it's not the same. So the MG4, it's a good gun. You know, with all these issues, it's a good gun, and I think I'm gonna keep using it a little bit more. Maybe look into the other ones, but the other one has such a slow fire rate, and I don't like it. I don't like it, especially if you're up against the Bulldog. That's the gun that I've been seeing a lot. Still, people are going crazy with that one. So I need something that can keep up with that little gun. So MG4, I think, is the best choice. So we'll see. But anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary, and if you did, check out my channel, other videos, and I will see you on the next one. We only die like twice, which is good. I like it. And stay tuned for more videos. And in the meantime, check the other ones, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright? Thank you for watching. Later.